Well, let me start this by showing love. I am a big fan of Dwyane Wade, the basketball player. Post-career, I am not a D Wade guy. And obviously, this is just fun and games. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Dwyane Wade, the analyst, right? Like, I play as the player, legend. One of my 3 greatest shooting guards of all time. Let me be clear about that. I love Dwyane Wade. I love D Wade. As an analyst, not my favorite. Doesn't really bring much to the table. Just a guy. Just a legend with a desk. You know, that's just... Look, what y'all want me to keep it real or not? I can come up here and lie, but I think y'all want me to keep it real. A lot of the former athletes get at that desk and say nothing. You know, I love Shaq. He doesn't say much at all. If you're watching Inside the NBA, you know, pretty much what you're getting night to night is the same old from Shaq. What's something he'll say? You know, I need the stars to be stars. You know, the stars got to be the stars and the role players got to be the role players. You know, the stars are you need the 1-2 punch and you need the role players to fill pieces on the team. You know, you can literally run that back about 30 times a season from Shaq. Not a lot of analytical breakdown. Like, you're not getting basketball breakdowns from Shaquille O'Neal. You don't get that from most former athletes. Either y'all telling me something about the game of basketball, either y'all telling me this game is very easy, or a lot of you athletes were just so great and so gifted athletically that y'all never really had to understand the game of basketball. That's what you're really telling me, by the way. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the point. Dwyane Wade, during Inside the NBA on Tuesday, so obviously no Chuck, no Kenny, he was on the podium with Shaquille O'Neal and others, and actually Jamal Crawford, and he made a comment about Ja Morant, who has been sensational this season for the Memphis Grizzlies. And I want to read it. It's just a one-liner. He said, in 25 years, we'll be on that stage. The stage that he is speaking about is the NBA Top 100. So for those who don't know, the NBA honors 25 players. They add to the list every 25 years. So when we just did the 75 here in Cleveland, All-Star Weekend last week, you add 25 to the list. If you made the top 25 players, you were automatically inserted into the top 50. If you were on the top 50 list, you were automatically inserted into the top 75. So pretty much from here to, what would that be, 25 years from now, about 2047 or something like that, we're going to add about 25 more names to that list. And Dwyane Wade believes Ja Morant will be one of those 25. I think it's a very big statement to make, because if you would have asked me if Derrick Rose would have made the top 75 list, I would have been like, heck yeah, back in 2010 or 11, right? But obviously things happen. Injuries are a part of the game. And Derrick Rose ain't on that list. He did not make the top 75, which means he won't make the top 100 unless he just goes back to the guard that averaged 27 points and like 6 assists, 6 rebounds. It's not going to happen. Ja Morant, even though I didn't agree with everything that Colin Cowherd said about Ja, you know, comparing him to John Wall or something like that, at the end of the day, a lot of Ja and the trajectory of his career is going to be contingent on if his body stays healthy. That is the reality. So much of his game is based on just pure athleticism. It's not all. Like, Ja's jump shot is developing. Mid-range is slept on. Floater is really good. Like, Ja can do it all on the court. It won't be 100% predicated on athleticism. But, you know, a lot of Ja's game is athleticism, and his body holding up will be a big part. I do get concerned sometimes when I see Ja in the air just gliding. As a fan in the moment, it's incredible. But I got to be a realist, like long term. You know, I don't know how he'll age. I mean, Dwyane Wade was a guy that played above the rim early in his career, and he paid for it in the middle and the back end of his career. He paid for it. He would know better than anybody. I hope, being from Memphis, I hope Ja makes the list. I would love to see somebody from the hometown on the top 100 list, and hopefully he plays most of his career, if not all of it, in Memphis. We'll see. I think that's a very bold thing to say right now, because think about it. Like, let's just play the game real quick here. Look at the guys that are going to be on the list. So Giannis has already made the list, right? Giannis, you don't got to worry about Giannis. Giannis has been so great, you don't have to worry about adding him to the list in the next 25 years. You already got the Greek Freak on it. Nikola Jokic, without a shadow of a doubt, is going to make the list. You know, that's one guy that you know for a fact will make the list for the next 25 years. There's no questions about that. He'll be on the list. Then from there, who? I'm asking you guys, who is a guarantee make to the next 25 around 2047? Because I don't know a lot of guys. Will Jason Tatum make it? Trae Young, and these guys are going to have great numbers, but will they win? I think will be a big part of it. Luka Doncic probably is close. I would say Luka probably is going to be it's going to be tough to keep Luka off of it. We already got Kawhi on it, so you don't got to worry about him. Will Paul George be able to get a championship and then find himself on the list? I don't know. Look, this is going to be tough. Will Klay Thompson make the list on the back end if the Warriors are able to kind of go at it again here and have a little second part of this dynasty? Joel Embiid, big fella, obviously, if he keeps it up, his numbers are going to be there. He'll be on the list, but I don't know how he's going to age. He's another one, just kind of like Ja. I don't know. So you let me know in the comment section. I'm just kind of freeballing here. I didn't really write the names down or anything like that. I would love to know who are some guys that you guys think will for sure be on the top 100 list. Harden already made it. Maybe Kyrie. I don't know how long Kyrie's going to play basketball. I'm just going through the teams. DeMar DeRozan will be interesting to see how he progresses in his career. LaMelo Ball, maybe. Jimmy Butler. I don't know. Karl Anthony Towns, interesting. Dame's already on it. Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan will make it. This is an interesting conversation. Devin Booker, he will have a case at that top 100 list. Will he, continue to be one of the 25 best players for the next, and then obviously there are guys down the pipeline that ain't even got to the league yet that we got to also think about that. There's going to be a great to come through the pipeline in the next couple of years, right? Young fellas like Cade Cunningham. This is a really interesting conversation. Let me know who you got. Zion Williamson. What if he comes back and destroys the league? How about his former Duke teammate, R.J. Barrett? I'm just going on a little bit of a rant here, but very interesting conversation. Who will be the top 25 in the next 25? Dwyane Wade, a legend, believes that Ja Morant will for sure be one of those guys, and only time will tell. If Ja's healthy, he'll be on it for sure. He's too great. But health, you would think, would be a big storyline with him. And to be fair, Zach LaVine played above the rim pretty much most of his career, and he's never really had major injuries. We'll see though.